Okay, we're back. Hi folks, how we doing? So it's a long-awaited video update of what the hell's been going on. Basically, my last video was just going through that I'd sold the REEFER 250. That went really well. The new owner's got it set up in his house now, all really smoothly. Yeah, didn't lose any livestock, which I was pleased about. And we're going to be paying him, we're in constant contact, so at some point we'll be paying him a visit. I'll do a little video upload and you can see it all up and running in its new house. Anyway, the reason it's been so long, apologies folks, just had nothing to update with. Since I sold the tank, got the funds together, the summer holidays came, kids off school, wife was off work, so I thought I'd just hold back and take my time deciding with what tank I was going to be going for. So yeah, it's a case of hold them. Summer holidays are here. As anybody that's got kids, you'll know it can get quite expensive days out, etc. So I thought just hold fire and use the time I had over the summer holidays just to make the right decision on what tank I was going to be buying. So halfway through the summer holidays, I made that decision. I had two options. It's really hard to decide what I was going to go for. I had two options. Number one was have a custom tank made to my specification. Now all I knew was I wanted a much larger tank, and yeah, that was one of my options, is to have one made exactly to my spec, etc. Or stay with Red Sea and go for their largest system. Anyway, I made that decision, and summer holidays came to an end, and I made that all important phone call and ordered the tank. The tank is here, it's to my left, and in a minute I shall hit the pause and show you what I went for. So yeah, what I'm going to be doing is a video log, like same as the 250 from the very start, showing you guys what equipment I purchased for it, and the journey through getting it up and running and adding livestock. So without further ado, here we go. Okay folks, so this is what we decided to go for. I'm really happy with the decision I made. What we went for is the awesome Red Sea REEFER 750 XXL. Now, like with anything you're buying, you do all your homework, do all your research, look at all your videos, and all the videos of this REEFER 750 online on YouTube, and any pictures I could find and stuff, it just didn't look that big, and it's just sort of going to and fro, like thinking, I wanted it to sort of dominate this area, this whole wall. I had this whole wall spare for this new tank, and you do all your measuring and stuff like that, but you can't envision what it's actually going to look like. And like I say, in all the videos and pictures, it just didn't look that big. But geez, in the flesh, this thing is huge. So hopefully it's going to come across on the video how big it is. This dining room is quite a big dining room, and I'm standing in the kitchen now. Just so I get some scope. Yeah, it's definitely a lot larger in the flesh when you're looking at it in the flesh than in any pictures or videos, and this video is probably going to come across the same. But yeah, it's here. I just couldn't risk going for a custom made aquarium and then ordering it, having it come and thinking, oh, what if that, because I know the REEFERs. With my 250, I was so happy with the build quality and the design of the sump layout, the silent downflow system, etc. This 750 is just a 250, just everything on a grander scale. It's got 19mm thick glass, to all sides, not just the front pane. It's also every pane of glass is 19mm. It's all nicely beveled, lovely silicone work. Same overflow as the 250. The sump's very different. I'll show you the sump in a minute. But yeah, it's here, and I'm really chuffed with it. I'm glad I went for the REEFER, because if I'd had a custom made tank done, it would have been braced and it would have had a sort of, you know, a white pelmet around the top, and I think it just would have looked too intrusive in this room. What's nice is when you walk in, you can still see sort of straight through. There's nothing obscuring your eye line here at the top. So let's just move this tripod out of the way. I'll show you the sump area. I just want to say that if you do order one of these tanks, be prepared. They are so heavy. I can't say exactly how heavy they are because I don't know. But all I know is it took 6 of us to get this thing in. And we was messing about on my driveway for a good couple of hours. Lifting it up, putting it down, lifting it back. The trouble we had was getting it into the house with all 6 guys round it, because you just can't fit 6 people through the doorway. So what I'm going to hopefully do is do a bit of an edit on the, because my wife filmed us getting it in. Unfortunately, there's quite a bit of swearing on the video, so I'm not sure. I'm going to need to edit it and stuff, and I need to put it up. That's probably the next upload I'll do, is upload of us getting this beast in. But yeah, what an absolute nightmare. But yeah, it's here now, and it's all the stands constructed. That was not too bad. It was pretty easy to do. It took me a couple of hours to get it right, get everything all screwed in nicely. This is the sump area. Nice and big. This is why, another reason why I went for the REEFER, is because I just love the sump layout on them. I love the silent downflow system. There's no messing about with gluing pipes and whatnot. The kit that comes is so simple to put together. There's basically 6 pipes that you just push fitment and screw together. It takes about 10-15 minutes for the plumbing. The sump's all really nice glass work. So you got a reception chamber. So the water comes down into this reception chamber, overflows, overspills into the 4 filter socks, and then comes into this chamber here, which I shall have a large protein skimmer. It then overflows these baffles here, and goes into the rear chamber there, and then goes along through the bubble trap and under and into the return pump area, and then back up into the tank. What's nice is you've got this sort of dedicated wet area, you know, the sump area here, and then to the right you've got like a storage cabinet for all your electrics and whatnot. I'm still planning this system out on what I'm having, where I've got this little nano tank in the dry cupboard here, which I'm probably going to use for sort of RO backup, really. So I'll fill it full of RO, and I can just switch a switch and it'll fill up the reservoir here. Because I've noticed with my 250, every 3 or 4 days I was having to top this tank up. Now I'm not sure how this is going to work with the 750. It might last longer. If it does, then I probably won't use this tank. But if it only gets 3 or 4 days, I'm going to use this as a backup. So all I have to do is flick a switch and it fills that tank up, which will be good. I'm going to, in my next update on the tank, I'm going to let you guys know what equipment I'm going to be speccing the system with, and showing you that process and what we're going to be going for. But yeah, apologies for the light reflection. It's sunny outside. I've closed the curtains, but quite a bit of glare on the screens. So I'm going to be toying with editing videos. I've never edited any of my videos. It's just been literally a raw record. So I'm going to try editing a little bit. but it's all new to me, that. So that'll be exciting to do that. So yeah, I bought a few bits for it to start off with. I'm not going to go into too much detail of what I bought, but I'll do that in the next video. But I had a little list of what I wanted to start to get the system up and running, sort of thing. And as you do, you go online and have a look at all the marine stores online to order bits and bobs, and which I've done before. And I went on and had this little list, and it's just annoying that most of the places that, you know, they'd have like 2 or 3 of the things, but they wouldn't have another thing, and it's just they didn't have everything in stock. So I just want to give a big thumbs up to a shop called All Things Aquatic in Hawkhurst. Gave them a ring. I've bought lots of stuff from them before. They're really knowledgeable and friendly guys out there. Yeah, give them a call, and he literally, what I love about All Things Aquatic is pretty much all the time they've always got everything in stock. And my little list I had of bits and bobs, equipment and that, he had everything in stock, and he even delivered it the very next morning. So big thumbs up to All Things Aquatic. Check them out. They've got a website. If you live in East Sussex, pay them a visit. They've got a really nice marine shop, lots of livestock. Like I said, they've got so much equipment, dry stock in stock, and they've just got everything on the shelf. Yeah, check them out. They got really, like I say, a really nice shop, really easy parking. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the video up and try and upload, do a little edit of us getting this thing in. But what we had to do is basically we could only come through the doorways in line, sort of thing. So a guy each end of the tank, and then it was too much for two guys to bring in. It's just too damn heavy. So what we decided to do, my cousin that was helping, come up with a master plan actually of putting removal straps like the webbing underneath the tank. So we had 2 guys either end, and then another guy behind them with holding the straps as well. So we sort of, all 4 of us lifting it in lines. And then we had 2 more guys on the sides that sort of came in as and when we went through the doorways. You'll see in the videos anyway. Okay, I think that's about it really. So here it is, the Red Sea Reefer 750. Shut the doors in all its glory. So I'm hoping this video will come out well, sort of illustrate just how big this tank is, and that's an absolute beast. Okay folks, until next time, cheers.